This life is just a pot of beans. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Anita here. If you're new, thank you for tuning in. This video has actually been requested by quite a number of people on Instagram because I tend to share a lot of anime content on there. So I started watching anime during lockdown, like a lot of people. I didn't know what to do in my life. There's been the good, the bad, and the what the heck is happening. So let's get right into it. So coming up at number 5 is Kengan Ashura. Kengan Ashura is about businessmen that more or less like take their businesses to make profit and resolve issues with this underground fight club. To give you a good example, it's like Amazon and Facebook fighting over maybe shares from Cowrywise, and then they take it into this underground fight club, and then they employ like all these fighters with a bunch of fighting styles. The main character, Omar Tokita, he's strong. But it's all these scenarios where sometimes you're not sure if the main character is stronger than other people, if he's actually going to beat other people. It's not your typical, the Bose, they scatter everybody here. It's not all those things. So if you're into like fighting, if you're into like plenty violence, I've seen a lot of people compare Kengan Ashura with Baki. I personally haven't seen Baki, but if you watch Baki and you like it, then Kengan Ashura is definitely a show you want to watch. Coming up at number 4 is Ajin. And it's about these demi-humans. They're essentially human beings that cannot die. Like no matter what you do, if you kill them, cut off their arm, they'll regenerate. And it starts off with this kid. Is he a kid? Like 17. Yeah, he's a kid. He's coming home from school and then he gets hit by a truck and he realizes that he's an Ajin. So like obviously human society is going to treat anything that's remotely stronger than them and different. We don't know. And so this show is essentially about like his survival, him trying to like get away from the government. And the best part about Ajin is that any Ajin can produce what they call IBM. It's like a black ghost or like black matter more or less that they use to fight. So it might take a while to develop, but if you're here for the fighting, for the guns, for the everything. So it's good to know that Ajin is actually CGI, and I know a lot of people don't like this, but personally I was out for the story. It's a great storyline. If you don't mind watching CGI, then yeah. Up next on our list is 91 Days. I actually watched this one recently. It's such a great show, captivating. It's your simple like revenge story. This guy, his family is killed right in front of him by the mafia, the Venetti family. He more or less like spends his time, 7 years to be precise, planning his revenge. And then he comes back, and it's such a beautiful show. Very dramatic, very full of suspense. And I think the ending was great too. No spoilers. But yes, it's like a story of love, not romance, man and woman type love, but sibling love, family, betrayal. And the story just leaves you wondering, and it just makes you realize how, this life is just a pot of beans. Next up on my list is Berserk. Just like I was telling AB right here, if you're just like getting into anime for the first time, Berserk might be confusing, which is what happened with me. It was an interesting show, very dark. It's about gods that is cursed to die, and haunted by demons. We can't explain Berserk to someone that like doesn't know Berserk. Berserk isn't something you explain. It's just like such a great show. I watched the 2016 adaptation of it on Crunchyroll, so yeah, you can definitely check that out. Like I said, demons, sexual content, a lot of sexual content, death, blood. I know, my list is very dark, but these are the things my brain likes to consume. Let's just accept ourselves for who we are. Okay. I guess before we move on, please help me pick a lip color. Make sure it doesn't look funny.
You look like Harley Quinn on like one kind of clown. No offense. They used to try to do makeup. After the video, you now want to wash it again.
Now, wow, must you expose me? I feel like for our number 1, I need like utmost concentration. And we need drum roll. What's happening?
The drum roll.
Wow. Our number 1, obviously, for anybody that follows me on Instagram, you should be following me on Instagram. Our number 1 is Attack on Titan. So AOT is such a great show. To be honest, I've watched it like 3 times now, or maybe 4 times. I don't mind watching it again, and it's so melodramatic. It's the right kind of melodrama, the one that pulls you in. It's about these 3 kids, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. It's about them in this world surrounded by titans. They've lived there all their life. Titans are these like gigantic creatures that eat human beings, and it's not even that they eat human beings for like sustenance, it's more for sport. They just eat people. So the people or the tribe in this world, they more or less have this world to protect them from the titans, until one day gotta give myself this sound effect, the world is destroyed, all hell breaks loose. And that is how our show starts. It is such a great show. There's a lot of conspiracy, mystery. I'm really trying to not like give any spoilers. So honorable mentions that you can definitely check out: Hunter x Hunter. It's a good show about these kids trying on their journey to become hunters. It's nice. Why I didn't quite make it to like top is that along the line I feel like the story kind of drifted, but it's a nice show to watch. And next is One Punch Man. This one was such a ridiculous show. Like, this guy, this superhero, defeated everybody with one punch. Like, nobody has actually been able to beat him. So Demon Slayer 2 is another nice show to check out. His family more or less got killed by a demon, and his sister got turned into a demon. So he joined like Demon Slayers. His goal is to find a cure for his sister and to turn her back into a human. That's terrible. So I feel like all in all, the most disappointing show for me has been Code Geass. I know. I feel like somebody's going to just be my comments like, Code Geass was Abby's here, like Abby knows. Code Geass was so lame. I really tried. I watched this thing till like season 2. I didn't get it. I just didn't understand like what was so spectacular about Code Geass. And I want to say another one that I still don't get to is Death Note. Yes, don't come for me. But the thing with Death Note is, I actually watched the movie first and it was trash. And now I just kind of...
adaptation.
Yes.
Netflix.
You see, I've never finished talking. And the attacks...
Netflix.
I've heard you. I've not finished talking and the attacks are still rolling in. Fine, Netflix adaptation of Death Note as a movie. It was rubbish. And I just like have this thing in my head where I can't bring myself to actually like watch Death Note well. But so far, I hope you've enjoyed my list of my top 5, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of my list. Let me know what you think of my number 1 AOT, because if you don't like AOT, then something's seriously wrong with you. I've chosen violence, that's all. You can leave some recommendations too of some shows you like me to watch, and I'll see you guys in another video. Such weirdos.
Like they say,
there can only be one terror in the resonating body.
Hey guys, here's our song of the week, some Afro High Life by the Cavemen, titled Anita. Enjoy!